Welcome to today's Business Report. I'm Denise Williams, bringing you the developments shaping markets, capital access, and business decision-making across Jamaica and the region. Let's get into the stories that matter. Climate change means that how we harden our homes depends on the risk we're seeking to manage. We reached out to Curtis Hilton, architectural designer and builder, to learn more. We are continuing our series looking at, the construction industry in the context of climate change. And Mr. Hilton is an architectural designer and builder, and he's here to discuss how to approach this whole thing smartly. So Mr. Hilton, you well know you've been in this industry for what, like a year?
30 years.
30 years,
Yes.
Okay, all right, not yesterday.
Not yesterday.
Okay. And so we're looking at, the climate risk are heat or fire, flood,
Yes.
rain or snow damage, snowstorm, rainstorm, windstorm, and then electrical outage. Now, in a perfect world, Mr. Hilton, we would have the money, we would have everything ready and
Yes.
retrofit our house like that.
Yes.
In a perfect world.
Yes.
With unlimited resources.
Right.
But we don't live in a perfect world.
I agree.
Most of us don't have unlimited resources.
I agree.
So how can we first book an assessment of the climate risk we face and then get a costing of what to do about the climate risk?
Yes.
And then third, have a yearly plan to upgrade our house or put in a system based on recommendation?
Okay, thanks for the question. The first thing person would have to do in a situation like that is to employ a professional, build architect, engineers, various aspects of engineering field to do an assessment. So you'll pay for an assessment, and then as part of the assessment, that may include installing storm shutters, for example, to the property or to the house. Mm-hmm. If there are huge trees overhanging that can reach the house, you'd want to delimb the tree or cut it down to a reasonable size so that if there's a hurricane or a natural disaster, then the tree won't fall on the house. Persons, as part of that assessment process or criteria, persons could install solar panels or solar system in case there's a power outage caused by a disaster. Water storage comes into play. Depending on the size of the house and its occupants, you might want to store a minimum 1,000 gallons up to maybe 5,000 gallons of water storage. That could probably take you up to a good little distance in case there's a water outage. We are experiencing Hurricane Melissa. There are a lot of communities that don't have water as a result of the hurricane. So you want to store as much water that will assist you over a period of time. You also want to look at you mentioned fire and heat. You might want to have certain elements being installed. Like for some houses, not all. They may have like a sprinkler system built inside just in case there's a fire. So all of those can be part of the assessment, yearly assessment, yearly upgrades. Some persons who may have like a zinc roof, a certain section, might want to remove that and you put on a slab roof and you can take your time and do the modifications as you go along. So when the professional comes to do an assessment, those are some of the things that he would have taken or she would have taken into consideration.
All right. And there you have it. So you can hire someone to come in, you can get an assessment, and then a yearly plan to upgrade as your budget allows. Thank you, Mr. Hilton.
You're welcome.
For the trading period of February 5, 2026, the most actively traded securities were Trans-Jamaica Highway Limited with 10,430,793 units, representing 54.62% of market sales activities. Wigton Energy Limited with 846,956 units, representing 4.44% of market sales activities. Edufocal Limited with 683,000 289 units, representing 3.58% of market sales activities. Investor activity remained concentrated in transportation, wind energy, and education plays, signaling continued interest in dividend-producing and strategic assets. Turning to the foreign exchange market, based on Bank of Jamaica data for February 5, 2026, Forex traders recorded significant activity with strong demand across major currencies. For US dollar, trading margins reflected steady liquidity, with the US selling at $157.33 and buying at $155.52. For the Canadian dollar, moderate gains supported by 77-cent transaction spreads. The Canadian dollar sold for $114.68 and bought for $113.91. For the British pound, continued volatility offered short-term trading opportunities of $9.92 in profits for the banks. The British pound sold for $218.14 and was bought for $208.22. These movements underscore the importance of cash flow timing and currency awareness for businesses managing import costs, debt servicing, or overseas exposure. For a credit report tip of the day, starting over at age 50 can make a credit report feel like something to avoid, especially if past choices, life disruptions, or financial setbacks are still visible. But at this stage, credit isn't about proving anything to anyone. It's about rebuilding leverage and restoring options. Your score reflects payment consistency, how carefully you use available credit, and the steady habits you establish from this point forward. Paying off old debt matters, but rebuilding also requires keeping a few accounts open, using them lightly, and paying on time every month. When you're starting over, your credit report becomes a bridge, helping you preserve cash, reduce future costs, manage unexpected expenses, and re-enter opportunities without starting from zero. The move now is intentional progress. Review your report, dispute what's wrong, settle or restructure what's necessary, and open credit thoughtfully. And let time and consistent work be in your favor. And that's today's business report. I'm Denise Williams, bringing clarity to capital, markets, and strategy. Until next time, stay informed, stay intentional, and keep building forward. See you soon.